Can you name one or two professional wrestlers in WWE that really motivated you to becoming a wrestler?
So The Rock, he's my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
And I would say like Stone Cold, Triple H, Undertaker, Kane, Big Show, Chris Jericho. Those are the guys I grew up watching from the late '90s.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am with young Uncle Money, and he's a professional wrestler here in China. And yeah, so how did your journey as a wrestler start?
So I was wrestling back home in the U.S. Started wrestling since 2016, and how I found wrestling in China. I was planning on moving to China for a job, and while I was already planning on moving, I had decided to just Google pro wrestling in China because I had took a hiatus from wrestling, so I wanted to see if pro wrestling was in China. So I Googled it, and I saw an article about wrestling in China, and the guy that wrote the article, I sent him a message on LinkedIn, and after that, we communicated, and he put me on into wrestling in China. And he's one of my good friends here in China, also one of my tag team partners. So that's how I found wrestling, really, just Google searching pro wrestling in China. I saw my friend post an article on LinkedIn, sent him a message, and here I am today wrestling in China.
How did
Good, how you doing? Hey, look, the whole venue right here. But the pictures, autograph photos, 50 RV.
did you ever apply for wrestling in America?
Yeah, so how I got into wrestling in America.
Yeah.
The executive producer for a film that I did, for a movie I did,
Yeah.
he saw that I was interested in getting into wrestling. So he reached out to me and he said, hey, I'm going to this little indie wrestling show. You should come with me and make some connections. So I went out there and I went to the show. It was nice. Then during intermission, I had somebody approach me and he says, hey, are you a wrestler? And I said, no. And he said, do you want to be a wrestler? I was like, yeah. So after that, we exchanged contact. We've been about the show. And we talked, and he is responsible for why I'm wrestling. He's a good friend of mine, and he's also my, mentor to this day. So that's how I discovered, basically running into him, and it just happened.
Oh, that's cool. So today you're fighting with what?
Voodoo.
Voodoo. Who is he?
Voodoo's he's a chump. He's a nobody. He's not important.
Right.
He's not important. It's gonna be a quick, easy man. I'm destroying him.
So you're confident they're gonna beat him?
Nah, he's gonna destroy him. He was just easy.
Oh, that's
Garbage.
cool. That's cool. What's your tactics for today?
Tactic is just to dominate him, just beat him like he stole something.
Oh, okay.
Beat him like he stole something.
That's good. How did the name Uncle Money came up?
So it's a weird story, but I'll tell it anyway. It's weird. So I used to rap. I still kind of do rap now, but years ago I was serious rapping, and my rap name was T Money. Then my friends in college, we had a family tree where my best friend Raymond, he was everyone's father, and I'm his brother, so all his children, I'm their uncle. So they would start calling, and then we also had these redneck names. Like Raymond's redneck name was Bob, Miles was Billy, so they would call me Uncle Billy. So that was this is just some stupid stuff we used to do in college. Then when I was coming up with wrestling names and gimmicks, I talked about the two names, T Money and Uncle Money. So obviously I'm not going by T Money, I'm not going by Uncle Billy. So we just combined them, and that's how the name Uncle Money came about.
How big do you think wrestling is in China?
It's still in its infancy stages right now. I mean, it's growing out. I've been here since 2017, so I have seen the growth in China. COVID, unfortunately, kind of, took a big hit, but pre-COVID, we really saw the rise of it. But now that COVID and stuff is over, we are seeing the growth of wrestling, and it is starting to progress again. So we are seeing some growth, which is good.
Okay. You're also a fitness coach.
Yeah.
So how did you train? How do you train? What train yourself to become very things? That's strong.
So The most important thing is consistency. Some people, they start training and then they just stop, but it's a long progress. I'm 30. I'll be 31 in September. I've been lifting weights since I was 15. So this is a long, consistent path that I've been going. So pretty much, if you want to see results, you have to just be consistent and stick with it.
Okay, cool. I've also seen you with the commercial, the promote Chinese products. How did that come up? Is it that from wrestling you just find yourself being commercial?
So I've been acting since 2014 back in the States. You know, I've done movies, reality TV, theater, TV series. I've done that. And when I moved here, I also tried to get back into acting here, but I was having troubles finding anything and getting my name out. Then about a year and a half, an agent found my contact and reached out to me asking me to do advertisement for, commercial game or whatever. I didn't know much about it. I thought it was just another acting gig. And I did it. They loved my work. And what I thought would be a one-time thing ended up being what I do for a living. So yeah, that's what I do. And the mobile game ads I do, they're like different mobile games. They're advertised toward like an American Western audience. And then of course I do advertising for some products, like some fitness products, or done like the security advertising. So I've just done different things, but mainly I do like mobile game ads. But eventually I want to go back into like, movies and TV.
Just like anyone that is in America or in anywhere in the world, if he or she come down to China, and he or she like have the same opportunity you have as a really wrestler, if they really apply, or do they really choose specific people that they want?
I think if they come, they can have those same opportunities. I mean, I'm nobody special, so I'm just a guy that just tunnel focused, have tunnel vision. So I really want it, so I go get it. So I've told people, "Wait, come overseas." People don't listen to me, and that's fine. But if they come, not just here, but just anywhere, they can have these same opportunities. It's just taking a risk and just not being afraid to follow, whatever path you want to go to.